Ross Perot was important because his 1992 campaign confirmed much of the conventional wisdom on minor parties or independent candidacies. His campaign, just like other political insurgencies, were grounded on the failure of the major parties to address large public and concerns, and as always, responded by adopting some of the methods and positions of the third party, Perot's, in order to garner the support of some of his advocates. Immediately after the 1992 election, both the Republican and Democratic parties attempted to win the support of Perot's voters, but the Republicans were more successful as their 1994 congressional elections were rooted in a successful appeal to the concerns of Perot supporters. The Republicans' contract with America effectively aimed at Perot supporters who demanded greater accountability from government officials. In addition, the Republican decision to decrease the emphasis on social issues such as abortion and prayer in schools was made in hopes of appeasing Perot supporters who were irritated by distracting side views. Perot's innovative use of the media, his emphasis on charts and infomercials, is now commonly imitated by the major parties for political advertising. His extensive use of visual aids in reinforcing his messages has now become a common motif in modern political campaigns. The poster on the easel has become a typical backdrop to press conferences and campaign speeches. And in 2008, Obama bought half an hour of TV time just before a World Series game to air a final infomercial summarizing his campaign themes. Lastly, Perot's campaign taught the major political parties that a candidate could run an effective campaign without a political party, having won 19% of the popular vote despite a rather poorly organized campaign. In his relatively successful run, analysts find in his results evidence that the future of major parties are uncertain. If a more experienced independent were to run #Make America Great Again, who knows what they could achieve? The effect of Ross Perot's candidacy has been a major point of debate for many years. While many conservatives may have voted for Ross Perot to protest Bush's tax increase, further examination of the Perot vote in the election night exit polls showed that the voters who cited Bush's broken no new taxes pledge as very important, 2/3 voted for Bill Clinton. Furthermore, Perot was more popular in states that strongly favored either Clinton or Bush, limiting his real electoral impact for either candidate. He gained relatively little support in the southern states and happened to have the best showing in states with few electoral votes. Perot appealed to disaffected voters all across the political spectrum who had grown wary of the two-party system. Though he appealed to those individuals, it was not enough to overpower those who side with the Democratic or Republican Party. In general, we believe that Bernie Sanders has a large diversity of people who support his stance as he covers issues of all topics and actually have solutions to all the issues. First off is racial justice, LGBT equality, and women's rights. We believe that Bernie Sanders could possibly be successful in the 2016 presidential election because he fights strongly for racial justice, LGBT equality, and women's rights, which are all issues that support social progress. People who strongly advocate for these issues will have a strong tendency to vote for Bernie Sanders. Because minorities gradually have increasing votes in the government, we believe that they will support Bernie Sanders because of his liberal stances. Next is income equality and college tuition. Sanders' political campaign appeals to the general public as issues he supports specifically target income inequality. For instance, he believes that America should be college tuition free and debt free in order to create a highly competitive economy with best educated workforce. In addition, he wants to stop the federal government from making a profit from student loans. It has been estimated that the federal government will make a profit over $110 billion on student loan programs. He wishes to cut down the student loan interest rate from 4.29% to 2.37%. Because of this, those who are college students, the younger generation, or the parents of the children will strongly support him. Lastly is Medicare for All. His liberal healthcare stance generates a strong support from those who are of the lower class as he believes that healthcare must be recognized.